credits set.
Let's go.
Hey, don't yawn. You got a long night to go. Ready to go? All right. Now, Gia Chambers here with one of the writers of the new Green Lantern film, Ernie.
Yes.
How are you feeling? It's tonight's the night.
Well, I'm pretty nervous, but I'm feeling good overall, and I can't wait to see it with the rest of the fans in front of a live crowd. This will be my first movie after the pandemic.
Wow.
A little shocked. I mean, my first movie with a crowd. I've been on TV a lot, right? Watching movies, not on TV myself.
Well, I mean, way to come back with your film. Way to do it, right?
No, I refuse to watch anything unless I've written it. Yeah, that was the calculation I made. So.
Hey, bet on yourself. So could you talk a little bit about sort of the conflict that's going into this film from beginning to end? Like, what type of emotions are us as the fans going to go on tonight?
Well, I think this is a really deep film. It's really kind of like a movie, and you have basically a modern day, like a retelling of the Apokolips now story, in that when you first see Martin Sheen in the hotel and you're like, this is one damaged human, okay? You know he's going to have to go back in the jungle to break through and fix whatever he has got. In that same way, John Stewart, he has PTSD, right? He is damaged, and he's going to have to face that, not back in the desert, but on a space battlefield. And through that crucible, he is going to at least start the healing, Okay.
Healing while you're trying to, do some Justice League work. Well, we'll see.
Exactly.
A lot of responsibility there.
I mean, we definitely wanted to bring John Stewart up into kind of his place in this the pantheon of main DC heroes.
Yeah. Now, you wrote it, and then you think it, then you write it, then eventually things starts to get going. But when you find out who's going to be voicing these characters, what is that emotion like, and how did you feel seeing this star-studded cast that you had to work with your characters?
I mean, it's fantastic. The voice work is, Wes Gleason and Butch and everybody. They choose some great actors always, but after seeing what Aldous and Jimmy, and the rest did with their roles, it was so satisfying to see that. It's like better than any line read that I could do in my head.
What a dream. Well, tonight you can check out the world premiere of Green Lantern. That is at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Hope you have fun checking out your first movie of your movie since the pandemic.
That came out very wrong. I've watched a lot of movies just on TV. All right.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Omnidirection. Well, Jim Krieg got John Semper and myself together, and he's like, I'm thinking of doing a John Stewart Green Lantern story, and we want to have him paired up with Ollie, Green Arrow, instead of one of the big three, so he can step out to the fore, right? And it's a nod at hard traveling heroes to have him along, and we want to mix it with Apokolips Now. Yeah. So I mean, well, if you look at that first scene, say in Apokolips Now, and you see Martin Sheen, and he's broken, and you know that he's going to have to come to a reckoning with whatever is broken, and that reckoning is going to have to take place back in the jungle, right? So we see John Stewart. He has PTSD, and he is also broken. And so through the thing, while he doesn't have to go back to the jungle or the desert, we're going to bring him out to another battlefield where he is going to gain clarity, and by going through that crucible, become whole again. Yeah, that sounded pretty cool.
So with, you guys only, give us 90 minutes or so to like try to compile a lot in that little bit of time. Like, what do you choose? How do you choose what you don't or do put into these type of stories?
That's a Butch question. No, but I mean, obviously, we pitch a story to Butch, who is the executive producer. And before that to Jim, and then we go, get everybody in the room. And at first it's like, don't limit yourself. And then they limit us later. So we'd love to do everything. These things are supposed to be 72 minutes. Butch did some of his animator magic and made this one like 15 minutes more. So I don't know, some of them come out longer, some of them are 72. This one seems to be like, it feels like a real movie, like it's a little deeper than normal, I think.
So if this is so influenced by Apokolips now, there's probably a spoiler. Is there a church type figure for John?
Yes. And I cannot say more than that, but you'll see in a bit. It's a good question.
Well, the other question is like, there's no cows.
No cows?
The famous cows.
Oh. No. Oh yeah, where they chop them.
Yeah.
Circle back to the PTSD question. Is that something from the comics, or is that an original concept of what made you decide to?
Well, I don't. While I haven't read, my reading is spottier after 2010 when I'm really working, right? So maybe that was in there somewhere, but I don't remember it. So I think it's a part of the original concept that we were going for. That he came back, and it's a universal soldier, problem. So we thought we could kind of brush against it here in this fantastical story. I'm not saying we can cure PTSD or like go and have a space adventure, but yeah.
Well, here takes my next question. Is there any point where, like, there's a therapy or maybe like a session where they're talking about trauma? It's about a man in like stories of black men talking about trauma and being vulnerable. And that seems like this is something that's
You know what? Well, I wouldn't say that the cartoon could do any work of a specialist. All right, let's not do that. But there was one of the questions that I get asked is, was there anything that got cut that you really missed? And the conversations between Hawk Girl and John Stewart about what makes a true warrior, and she's like, no mercy, kill everybody, chop their heads off. That is what makes a true warrior. And it's like, and he was kind of like, well, he's just gonna do that. I don't know if that's right anymore, And we had to trim a lot of that, and that I missed that a bit.
Why was out of all the hundreds of Green Lanterns to choose from, why go to John Stewart? Why make him the focal point of this particular movie?
Well, I mean, in one way, it's kind of like overdue that John Stewart, he's such a cool character. I mean, we have this triumvirate, the DC triumvirate with Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. Many people consider Flash would be the big four. I would posit that John Stewart should be raised in, to a big five position with them, that he should be raised up and focused more on, right? So if this animated feature makes anyone in the live action world have an idea of like, maybe we should do a live action John Stewart Green Lantern movie. Kick ass. Let's do it. You know, I'll be in the theater as a fan. You know,
I feel like the new art style that they're using for these new DC movies, animated movies, fits what you were trying to do perfectly.
I am not qualified. I'm not an art person. You know, I think some of the scenes look absolutely beautiful when Ganthit's ship is burning and going into the thing, and they have a little alien, like the sound effects, the alien klaxon and stuff. I'm like, wow, he's going down in style. Beautiful if he's going to crash his ship. And the big battle sequence where all that stuff is happening, I'm like, wow, this looks great. I forgot what your question was.
The art style too.
Oh yeah, so the art style, I mean, I'm forgetting.
I mean, it's all started with the Superman Man of Tomorrow, then the Batman on Halloween.
Yes, I mean, so previously, James Tucker, he used Phil Barrasso, and it goes top down, I guess, from character design and the supervising executive producer, right? So once you change them, you are definitely going to get a completely different look because they don't want to ape each other's style, and they're going to go their own way. So it's more of an art question. I'm used to I grew up with Filmation stuff. I mean, you go look at Filmation Green Lantern where he's riding someone through space, and it just looks dumb. And I was enjoying that. So, everybody is. I think all of the stuff that comes out is beautiful, So, I guess I'm not your guy. I'm coming down hard. I'm not quite sure the frame aspect ratio.
So I feel like I missed the point where they say, what was your position with this movie?
I am one of the co-writers.
Okay, writing. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not like.
Okay. Yeah, you thought I was like.
I was misinformed.
Sorry.
So I guess my question would have been, how many scripts would you have had to go through before you reached that final one?
This was one of the easiest developments because John Semper actually gave me my first job writing in Hollywood on The Amazing Spider-Man of the 90s that he was the showrunner and producer for. And so we just worked really well together. And I went to film school with Jim Krieg, and I've done a bunch of stuff with him also, and I've done a couple with Butch. So just kind of putting all that together, they had some great ideas, and we just had to execute them. And I feel in some ways it's like we're still waiting for the big notes to come, and it's like, well, no, it's done. So.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I got to clear it up.
Yeah. I was like, this is okay.
These art questions.
Yeah. I got a lot of art questions right now.
Stop.
Well, I hope that was good. That was good. Thank you. Oh my God. Well, yeah, no. I'm saying. I'm saying that it's possible now. It's possible now since they like it. But of course, Legends of Tomorrow and the show did a lot of work too, But if you blow it and it does terrible, you're not going to get another one for 5 or 10 years. So that's the problem. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a great day. Have a great con.